welcome back to you all to my channel, the Cheltenham Countdown channel here on YouTube. And so as promised, I am back this week for another anti-post video on the Cheltenham Countdown. And I have more sections, maybe one, maybe two, before the end of the week to add to my book before the Cheltenham Festival. I've already got 5 picks in my series, guys, that I'm happy with so far. All bar one have dropped and lowered in current value for the races I've selected, and I hope they have a good chance in their respective races. Let me just run you through. I'll run you through the 5 briefly before I move on. So the first anti-post pick, of course, was back in November. I backed the big Westerner for the Brown Advisory from 20 to 1 to now 8 to 1 top price as we speak. She's currently 8 to 1. That's the highest price you can get at the moment for the big Westerner. The selection number 2 was Tihupu in the Stayers Hurdle, 5 to 1 into 7 to 4 for now. So that's looking a bit strong in the Stayers Hurdle. Anti-post pick number 3, It's on the Line, Hunter's Chase, 8 to 1, has dropped to 7 to 1 and even shorter with some firms. Then number 4 was Yeah Man in the Potemps Final, 50 to 1 I backed that horse at. The highest you'll get now is 25 to 1. And anti-post pick number 5 was Highland Crystal in the Mares Novices Hurdle, 25 to 1, unchanged, is exactly the same right now. So her price hasn't changed whatsoever. With these 5 selections so far, guys, like I said, I'm delighted they've been supported in the market. I think they'll have a good chance if running on the day as well. That's what I hope. So bear that in mind. I think they have a decent level of opportunity, but I want, for this next couple of picks, I want a bit more substance, a bit more stronger. If I can get a bit more stronger picks, I think I'm more confident with on the day. So for selection number 6, I did think I would stick with a graded race at the festival, but the markets have definitely flip-flopped since Trials Day last weekend. And of course, they'll continue to change following the Dublin Racing Festival on the weekend. Therefore, I'm swaying away from a Grade 1 race at the moment. And with that in mind, I'm diving into more handicap races for the festival today. And I'm looking for clarity. Clarity is the word today, guys, in the market. And horses are probably sure to be strong in heading to a race at Cheltenham at this moment in time. Obviously, nothing is guaranteed, but I'll be disappointed if Connections don't send this horse to run at the festival. There are handicap markets now that still don't have clarity and are just a muddle to get your head around. But there is one race, guys. There is one race I really think that is a viable option to go for. That leads me on to the 2 mile, 4.5 furlongs Trusted Trader Plate Handicap Chase, which is now going to be run on day 1 of the festival, moving from day 3, which will probably prove to be an advantage to some horses on a different course, perhaps. At first thoughts, I sort of wish you'd really like a horse for the plate that regularly runs at Cheltenham. That's where I sort of set my standard on for the plate to begin with. A horse that races over these trips at the course a lot during the season, that's what I really want. You have plenty of 2.5 mile races at Cheltenham throughout the season. Before the festival, there are handicaps galore during the campaign that have the same trip. The Paddy Power Gold Cup, December Gold Cup, there's a handicap chase on New Year's Day, all of which are 2.5 mile distances. I want my pick to be one that has run well at these races, not just taken part and had a jolly round, but has acted well on the track. One that has had the experience and benefited from it. So I'll reveal the selection now, and I do have a strong case to say about the horse because he could just be my nap in a handicap. He's 12 to 1, one at the top of the market in the plate, and it is Vincenzo. His form is mega strong this season and last season, of course. He skipped the Cheltenham Festival last year, and it was clearly a good thing to do. As it happened, he protected his mark for his first round of this season, which was back at Cheltenham in the aforementioned Paddy Power in November, where he finished second and 4 lengths behind Panic Attack. That form is great as she won the Coral Gold Cup at Newbury on her next run and is at the peak of a mare's chase market as well. Vincenzo then ran again at Cheltenham in the December Gold Cup. As I mentioned earlier, both races were 2.5 mile distances in the season and once more finished second. That was off a mark of 1:39. Probably could have won the race. However, he did get his head in front on his latest start at Ascot earlier this month in a handicap chase and has only gone up £2 after that win. He is now only rated 142. I think that's a lenient rise to a very good improving horse, and stands one hell of a chance to not just running well in the plate, but winning it. His Cheltenham form reads second, second, second. He'll get his head in front sooner than later, I'm sure of it. Personally, I do think he prefers a left-handed track, as he looked as if he hung towards the end of his race at Ascot at the end. But if I look at the trends market, guys, he ticks a lot in the trends descriptions. For example, his age. 9 of the last 12 winners were aged between 6 and 9. Vincenzo is 8 years old. His last run, 7 of the last 12 winners won on their last run before the festival plate. And as we know, Vincenzo won at Ascot last time out. The rating, a very important point in a handicap at Cheltenham. 10 of the last 12 winners had a rating between 139 and 145. Vincenzo is smack bang in the middle of that on 142. And season form, 11 of the last 12 winners of the plate had at least 3 runs that season. 11 of the 12 winners had at least 1 win that season, of which Vincenzo has all that profile. So I'm very happy with the pick, to be honest. I've looked at it in depth. He is a very, very standard option in my opinion. The plate as well will become more clear with all the novices in the market in the coming weeks, as the majority of the novices are bound to head towards the Jack Richards novices chasing the festival. Therefore, I'm confident many of the novices won't appear here, meaning Vincenzo's chance will enhance. At the top of the market at the moment sees Jaguar in there. He's 152 officially rated, probably well too high up to win or even run in this. Wendigo is in there, surely bound for a novice race. Then the likes of McClory, Madara, Kim Rock, Fingalbridge are all near the top. They're just not good enough, I think, to win this, guys. They're just not in the same sort of class, I think. Hitman is up there as well, who got beat by Vincenzo last time out. And Ginny's Destiny hasn't been seen since April last year, and he's in the sort of highest point of the market at the moment. This just seems Vincenzo's race. It's all in his favour. Those who run at the track and go there regularly clearly do well. It won't surprise me if his price continues to drop in the coming weeks. He doesn't even need to run as well again or obliged to run before the match, and he's just screaming to me in the face. 12th one is very good at this stage. I'd say give a few more weeks, and with less horses considered to run here, he'll be half the price. That's my case, guys. I really hope you think my case for Vincenzo in the plate at 12th one is strong enough if you do follow me on these sort of videos and anti-post selections in my series. But I'm going to stick with one in this episode for today. I won't have one out again, probably before the end of the week, simply because there are a lot in my sort of pipeline who I do think I might put up, but I just want to see how they fare and run in the next couple of weeks and maybe later on towards the middle of February. As we know, there's a big meeting ahead this weekend at Cheltenham in the Dublin Racing Festival. I do have some in line that may be declared to run there. So before I put them up on this anti-post series of mine and in my book, I just want to see how they fare at Cheltenham before I may not even have to put them up for Cheltenham. They may not even sort of be in my sort of pipeline to go up if they don't run well at the DRF. So I just want to see how they fare first of all. But I will for sure have some more coming out probably before the middle of February in the coming weeks. Maybe by the end of next week I might have another one out as well. So do continue to follow me on here, guys, to know when I'm putting more up. Like I said, right at the start of the season, there's no limit to my anti-post series this year. They'll go up when I feel the time is right, when I feel the price is correct. And like I said today, I hope Vincenzo at 12-1 is the right timing, the right price to go up for the festival plate. And that's it for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed my 6th anti-post selection for the Cheltenham Festival in my little series. Hopefully you guys continue to follow me between now and March. And I will have another episode before the end of this week for the preview of the Dublin Racing Festival at Leopardstown. It will probably go ahead, we think. There's been a lot of deluge of rain at Leopardstown in the last week or so, but fingers crossed it does go ahead on the weekend, and I'll have a preview out for that. Until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all before the end of the week, like I said, for the next preview on my podcast. But thanks for watching. See you soon.